guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. And today's reading is for the zodiac sign of Gemini. And Gemini, this is your March 2015 reading. Okay, so it's your month ahead forecast, basically, general reading. So just to let you know, Gemini, before I start, my website is fully up and ready. It's going at the moment. I have had readings through, which has been marvelous. Really good responses from you guys, so thank you to everyone who's ordered a reading thus far. If you'd like a reading with me, then I do pre-recorded audio, pre-recorded video, and also email reading, so the link is below. Okay, so for March, I found this to be a very interesting reading, and it kind of ran. There are some readings that I do that don't run as kind of there isn't a flow to a story within some of the readings that I do. So you're kind of like, you know that there are going to be like factions of this, factions of that, factions of the other. So but I found with this reading that there was a certain flow to it. Sometimes there's a story within my readings, as you well know about me. But it's only if there are there's really strong things that sort of pop out at me. And what popped out at me first about your reading, Gemini, is that we have the Hermit and the Two of Swords for March. So I really felt quite strongly with these cards that that there is, it's almost like the answers are in front of your face, but you're not seeing it, or you don't want to see it. It's almost like for some of you guys, you've blocked yourself off from something. Like you have like the blink. It's almost like you're overthinking something, or you're needlessly overthinking something, because it's almost like the universe is trying to present you with a signal, or it's trying to present you with something. It's saying to you, look, it's here. It's almost like that, because it's really funny with the Hermit card. Nobody ever really talks about this, but this is why I love the Rider-Waite pack of tarot, because the pictures are so detailed that you kind of get the idea of what whoever designed this is talking about in a way. If you look at this card, this Hermit, we all talk about that we go in, with the Hermit card, it's kind of like, in a reflection, it's kind of like looking inward for answers and trying to find that light and everything. But this Hermit, when I really look at him, he's actually holding a light with a star in it. He's actually holding it. But he's holding it and it's right in front of his face, but he's not actually looking at it. He's looking down at this kind of restless sea that he's walking on. So it's almost like he's either purposefully, or he just doesn't see what he's got in his hand. He doesn't see the answer. The answer is right there staring him in the face. But it's almost like he doesn't look at it, like he doesn't see it, like he doesn't want to see it. Because on the picture, his eyes are actually closed. He's actually not looking at this light at all. It's almost like a self-imposed kind of like he's put himself in a position where he doesn't want to look at something. He doesn't want to open his eyes up to something. And it's the same with the Two of Swords again. She's got a blindfold on. She's crossed her heart. She's crossed her chest with two swords. But there's no reason why the woman can't put down the swords, and there's no reason why she can't, because her hands aren't actually tied. She's actually decided that she's going to do that. She's actually put her swords up against her chest. Her eyes are completely covered. But there's no reason why she can't put these things down and take the blindfold off. It's almost like a self-imposed inwardness, like you've gone inward for some of you guys, and it's kind of like deliberate, like you don't want to look at something. So I'm feeling in March for some of you guys, you're choosing not to look at something because you don't really want to see it. It's almost like you're afraid to see what's there, even though the universe is talking to you and your ears aren't covered. You can hear it, but you still kind of don't want to look at it. But we do have two cards that are saying to you, you know what? You better listen up. This is what these two cards are saying to me. You know what? You better listen up. You better listen up, because the universe, if the universe can't kind of get your attention by putting a light in front of your eyes, and you won't look at that light, and if the universe can't get your attention by telling you to put down the swords and telling you to take the blindfold off, then the universe is sure as hell going to get your attention with the next card, because he's blowing a massive trumpet. He's like, wake the hell up, you know? This is like what it's saying to me. He's saying, get up, awaken to the sound. You're being called. This Judgment card is all about revival, reawakenings, second chances, taking a new perspective on life, having a chance to kind of experience stuff again. And you can even see with the trumpet the vibrations of this trumpet on the picture. I don't know whether you guys can see it, but I sure can. You know, you can actually see that. You can see the vibrations. So this person, this angel is saying, you know what? Wake up. Wake up from your sleep. Because these two cards in the Hermit and the Swords are almost like you're asleep. Like somebody's asleep with something, or someone's acting like they're asleep. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to know anything, you know? And it's really funny because we have the Ten of Swords after that. And this is, again, a card about enlightenment. So it's almost like this person is dead. He's got 10 swords in his back, but he's being told to get up again. With the Judgment card, this is how I'm feeling with these cards. It's almost like he's dead, but he's being told to get up again. This enlightenment, this light going on and seeing the light. If you won't look at the light and you won't take your blinds off to look at it, then you're going to have to hear it. It's calling you to get up from something. There's a certain dormancy going on there, you know. You know, it's almost like you want to, for some of you guys, you just want to lay down. You just want to keep down. You just want to stay down, but you can't stay down, you know. You've got to get up when the universe is calling you, when someone is trying to get your attention on something. You've got to be aware of it. You've got to kind of like get up and be aware of it, you know. Be aware of it. Don't ignore it. And these cards are really strongly saying to me, you can't ignore something. If you're not going to make a choice about something, if you want to bury your head in the sand about something, then this card is saying to you, you've got to get up and make a choice. You've got to kind of get up, stand up, and be alert to something here. This is the strong feeling I'm getting with these cards. There might be a feeling of loss for some of you guys within March, if this resonates with any of you guys. There might be a sense of loss with it, you know. Because the Ten of Swords is a card very much about loss. And it's also about being stabbed in the back about something. So maybe for some of you guys, you're confused over a situation where you feel that you've been, you know, somebody's betrayed you or someone hasn't got your back over something. And maybe for some of you guys, that's kept you low for a while. But the universe is saying, get up out of this state of imposed whatever. This card is also one about cutting through illusion. So maybe with the Two of Swords and the Hermit, you're in a place where you're contemplating something, but it's time to kind of wake up to the truth of something. And maybe that's something that's for some of you Gemini that you're avoiding in March, you know. We do have the King of Wands, and we have got, very interestingly enough, the Eight of Cups. King of Wands is a risk taker. He's kind of somebody who, he's like your more grown-up Knight of Wands, you know. He's more established though, okay? The Knight of Wands is someone who, he gets really inspired really, really quickly. But sometimes he doesn't maintain it, you know. He likes to jump into something, okay? He's kind of your classic kind of love 'em and leave 'em type of person. He gets really kind of enamored by an idea or someone very, very quickly, and then he kind of wants to leave because he can't be bothered to stand around because he's bored. He gets bored very easily. Same with the King of Wands. He gets very bored very easy, but we're not talking about his boredom. We're talking about the risk taker side of him. He's a man of enterprise. He's an entrepreneur. He likes his freedom. But he also knows the limitations of something. If he goes into business with something, if he starts something up, but it's not going anywhere fast, then he's like, you know what, I'm not waiting around for this. this thing is limited for me, I'm moving on. So maybe it's a case of either I'm thinking 2 or 3 things really. The King of Wands is someone that you're walking away from, because we have the Eight of Cups that you're walking away from something. It could be emotionally in your head that you're walking away from someone, or it could be literally physically that you're working away from a situation that's not working out for you. It could be a work situation, because we do have the King of Wands, and the Wands is the work stroke creative suit. The Wands really for me ties in very much with in terms of materialism with the Pentacles, because the Pentacles are all about materialism and money, and what do we make money from? It's work. So this could either be a career situation that some of you guys are walking away from. It could be an actual person that you're walking away from, a fire sign. Or it could be simply that you are deciding to kind of accept the limitation of a situation that was going on, and that would really come in with the Hermit and the Two of Swords, where we're looking at limitation in both of those cards. But the freedom comes with the Judgment card, and it also comes with the Ten of Swords, because both of these cards are about accepting something and also rising again through something. Okay, it's about hearing something. It's about kind of being able to switch those light bulbs on and realize what something is or what something wasn't. So, as I've said, it's either you're walking away from someone, you're walking away from a situation, or you're kind of accepting the limitation of something and walking away from it as well. We do, though, have the Eight of Wands. All a card about a lot of activity going on. So, just as you thought that something was potentially kind of gone a bit stagnant, not moving, not happening, it's all about kind of those rods of energy being cast forward very, very quickly. So quick developments in things, taking stock of a situation, kind of taking control of something. So something potentially that you feel that you hadn't got control on within the Hermit and the Swords, the Two of Swords. Suddenly there's a wake-up call with the Judgment card and the Ten of Swords. It could be something that's caused you a little bit of hurt, maybe some betrayals going on, some form of sorrow, some form of upset at a situation. But then we've got you kind of walking away from a situation, a person, or from the limitation of something that was there. And then here we have you kind of accepting that limitation and moving on rather quickly. This could signify news and fresh information coming in. And it could also be from somewhere that you didn't expect. It could be from a source that you didn't expect it to come from. This could also be you taking swift action, you taking control to move things along again. And then finally, we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a very, very compassionate person. Very compassionate person. It's funny because she's directly underneath the Ten of Swords here, the way that I've laid out the cards. Where the Ten of Swords is a card about enlightenment, it can also be one about bitterness too. I mean, your Three of Swords is more about your bitterness, but, you know, if you're going to be betrayed by someone, stabbed in the back, you know, how are you meant to feel sometimes, you know? But this is like turning the corner as well, the Queen of Swords, from a situation that might have caused you some hurt or some upset. And really this card is saying, you know, turn your upset, turn any hurt that you have, turn anything around that you don't feel good about, and turn it into compassion and love towards yourself and towards personally, potentially the person that's hurt you, or the situation that didn't work out, or the limitation of something. Because when you turn it into love, that's when you start expanding your life. That's when you start expanding things within your life. You know, be more in line with the empathetic, sympathetic, loving, kind person that the Queen of Cups is. You know? On the other hand, maybe some of you are walking away from someone who is the King of Wands, and you're going into the arms of someone who's the Queen of Cups. It's a general reading, you know. Maybe you're shooting the arrows of love towards somebody else. Okay, maybe there's been a choice with the Two of Swords, where the Two of Swords can also represent a partnership and not knowing what choice to make. Maybe the contemplation is with this choice. Maybe you want to revise something with someone, but you know it's going to cause somebody else pain with the Ten of Swords. But maybe your choice is that you walk away from the King of Wands with the King of Wands and the Eight of Cups, or whoever it is that represents that person in the cards, and you shoot your arrows of love at the Queen of Cups, somebody else, who knows. But what I know is that for this month, there is contemplation going on. You are going to need to reawaken something. you are going to need to potentially make a choice over something for March. You are going to need to take that blindfold off and stop being afraid to make a choice, whether it causes pain to someone or pain to yourself. There is the walking away from a situation, a person, or a limitation. Could all be three things. And there is the walking towards something that makes you feel a lot more happier, calmer, compassionate. Everything around this woman is very, very serene. It's almost like she's just accepted stuff, you know. So I feel that through new stuff coming in, or new activity, or the fast moving feelings, or whatever this activity is, whether this is news from an unexpected source, whatever, I feel that it will contribute to you feeling calm again, on an even balance, in tandem with who you are. But I also believe that these cards are saying that if there is any resentment going on with anything within this, then you need to put that to bed, and you need to kind of embrace your compassionate side. Because whatever we feel, we expand. If we feel hate, we just expand the hate. If we feel love, we just expand the love. So this is what I'm feeling for March. I think it's going to be a good month. I think some of you guys are going to be walking away from something. Could be something, a creative endeavour that's not working out. Could be a person, a situation that there are limitations with that. Could be making a choice between two people. Walking away from the King of Wands, or the energy of the King of Wands, walking right into the arms, or throwing signals right into the arms of the Queen of Cups, or the energy of the Queen of Cups. Either way, I think it will be a month of making choices for some of you Gemini people, to be honest. This is what I'm feeling. So guys, I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me on that reading, and I'd like to say, you know, have a really, really good day. As I've said, website's now open to take readings, so check it out, see what you think. If you'd like a reading, you know, just order it. It's on the website, and I'll speak to you guys. Oh, I'm doing your law of attraction readings this month as well. They'll be up real soon. I'm just working on those at the moment, but yeah, have a great day, and thanks for listening. Take care.